Okie dokie. So today's lesson plan is on gardening and mounts. So I'm sure everyone in here has at least one permanent mount. Okay, I think Discord is being difficult today. Oh, you're deafened, I can see that. How do I undeafen you? It's not saying that you're deafened because of something I did, and your stats are actually higher than Kestrel, so I don't see what the issue here is. Can you hear me now? Okie dokie, let me just check one thing really quick. I have someone who wants to come, but they don't know how to get here. I'm just gonna do this. Okay, let's not worry about who's not here. Let's worry about who is here. So today's lesson plan is about mounts and gardenings. Let's start off with gardenings, and I'm going to jump into this rather quickly. So if you have any questions or need me to slow down or go back and cover anything again, just let me know and I will do so. So first up is gardening. Everyone needs to be gardening. There is no excuse not to be gardening. That's going to be your biggest source of empowerment, which you can use as currency, gold, reagents, snacks. Like, you need to be gardening. But there are many different plants to be growing. That ranges from crown plants in the shop, plants you find that are non-auctionable, and plants from vendors in the bazaar. Now, for the most part, plants you can get through the bazaar are rubbish. The only one that has moderately decent rewards, actually there's two. The first one is stinkweed, and the reason you grow that is because it gives you, on every single harvest, it gives you either poison and smokescreen, or two of each, or one of each. And a lot of gold. And the reason that is good is because you can sell it and trade it for 200 gold a piece, even on lowest selling. And the plant itself is pretty low maintenance. You just hit it with some water every day, and if you have it in like a really tight packed plot, you can use those mass gardening spells to hit everything in one go. The other one that you can get from the bazaar that's really good is rotten beets. Similarly to death beets, they're really good for, I believe, rose bushes and deadly minotaur TC. And they're very valuable to collectors. But aside from that, there's nothing particularly good from the bazaar. I mean, bell peppers give pepper snacks, but that's not great. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get a couch potato. And couch potatoes come from many different places, but one place in particular that's really good for getting the couch potatoes is the 5 boxes event. This is an event in the spiral that comes and goes, and you can farm it on a low-level wizard in Wizard City Old Town. It's a fire boss. I have it on stream. It's not going to be any issue for you to do that, so I'm not going to go into too much depth on an event. But upon completion of the dungeon, you get couch potatoes and the Elephant guy in the second to front battle has couch potatoes, as well as Green Warden's energy gear, which gives you a lot of energy for your level. The higher level you are, the more energy you get, but you want to if you do the boxes, you want to do the one that's appropriate for your level and not just do the one in Wizard City, because if you're too high a level, the energy gear won't drop, I don't think. You have to be level, when you get the quest, to level 19, and I think possibly 20 will count. Now, once you have the couch potatoes, they're very easy to grow. You just have to occasionally hit them with a rank 1 pest spell, water, and music, and if you do that every day or every other day, you're going to get Empowers, Star, TC like Amplify, Fortify, Vengeance, and Empower, of course. And they give Taco Town Special, Fancy Yogurt, Golden Wheat Bread. What was the other one? That was another one. Class, can anyone tell me what the other pet snack, mega snack, the Couch Potatoes drop is? I think it's a death one. Oh, you know, I can just look in my inventory. Except I have a lot of snacks. I already said golden wheat bread. It is the Captain Cantaloupe. So it gives Captain Cantaloupe, which is a rank 45 or rank 9, and gives 45 points. It gives Fancy Yogurt, which gives 50 points, and it gives golden wheat bread, which gives 40 points. So if you have a big stack of couch potatoes, you will get a lot of gold really quick. As for is something wrong? Why did you cough? Am I stuttering or something? Oh well. As for setting up a stack, yes. Tabitha, go on. Okay, I'm glad you brought that up because I nearly glossed over it. So, how you get couch potatoes right now is also very simple. If you have bought in Grizzleheim or Krokotopia in the later parts of Krokotopia, but more so Grizzleheim, the monsters there drop couch potatoes, and if you do fishing, a lot of the bundle houses get fishing. If you fish in the Arrow Village, if you fish in the Winterwind Tower, all of those give you couch potatoes, and you also get couch potatoes from doing daily assignments. So do the daily assignments are usually something simple, like just going somewhere or fighting someone. And on the final day, when you get the present for the week, there's a chance that present may be a couch potato. And you can also just buy them in the Crown Shop, but I strongly discourage doing that. Mostly because you can get them so easily and so many of them from not doing that. As for the growing of a couch potato, you do need one thing that requires you to have the Oasis in Krokotopia, and that is the large plot spell. There unfortunately isn't any way to get a large plot spell without going to Oasis in Krokotopia, and there's no large planters, but the Oasis isn't that expensive, and if you do trivia every day and do earn crown offers, or even just buy a crown code with your empowers that you've collected, well, I guess that's a catch-22. If you had the empowers, you wouldn't need the couch potatoes, but you need the couch potatoes to get the empowers, and you can't get the couch potatoes because you don't have Krokotopia, but you know what? Still super easy with trivia, and you can farm gauntlets and stuff, and you can get couch potatoes. Once you have the Oasis in Krokotopia, you can get couch potatoes. Now I'm going to be briefly going over plots. So those are when you have a given amount of plots and they're stacked. So there's a 42 and it has 42 plots and they're going up the tall way. With those, I think I want to go into those in a bit of an advanced class in more detail, but with those you always want to hit a central spot in the stack, because if you hit the bottom, it's not going to hit the ones on the top, and I have a picture of that to show you, so you can see what I'm talking about. If you redirect your attention to the Discord, you can see them now. This is a very small stack. This is the stack that I did when I first started out, and I did this one in my Outlaws Refuge. Nowadays, I'm using ones in my Ever After Village because I get the gardening boost. And currently, the Botanical Garden is in the Crown Shop, and that I actually would suggest buying because it gives a gardening boost to all plants, and it's really pretty, and it gives you a free item every single day. I actually didn't like my Botanical Garden when I first got it, but I've learned to love it since then. The other plants you're going to want to be going after is King Parsley, which is and the couch potatoes are sometimes referred to as CPs. And they drop empowers, which are referred to as E's. As the next one you want to go get for is King Parsley for two reasons. One, it boosts the couch potatoes, and two, it gives you amber and it gives you the chance of getting an Ultra King Parsley, which you can grow for even more amber. And with the Ultra King Parsleys, you want to wilt and revive. That's a strategy known when you harvest a plant like halfway through and tend it halfway through, and then you just kind of let it die, and then right before they're about to die, you tend their needs and they reset from a young plant. And this is good for plants that don't reseed. Reseeding is when plants give their seed back after the elder harvest. They give another version. They give another seed of themselves, but most plants don't do that. Most of the plants in the Crown Shop do that. You don't have to worry about that with the couch potatoes, but with the King Parsleys too, for that matter. But with the Ultra King Parsleys and with the rotten beets, they don't always reseed. In fact, they almost never reseed, so you want to wilt and revive with those. Lastly, for crafting reasons, you want to grow the pink dandelions because they give you black pearls, they give you blood moss, they give you so many reagents, and on the same vein, you want to do that with trumpet vines too, because they can give you silver trumpet vines, which are very valuable in crafting. Are there any questions so far? Okay, so on the silver trumpet vines, that was a really good transition into the mounts. No, with wilt and revive, you don't let it get to elder, because once it gets to elder, it's too late. And then you harvest it and it's gone forever. You want to purposely ignore its needs when it's getting at the halfway point, so that way it dies. And some plants you even want to stop before the halfway point because they're really hardy and they'll make it all the way to elder without you caring to them. And with the wilt and revive plants, you don't want to make them happiness by putting the garden gnome or putting them in a house that gives a boost. You want to put them in a place they're going to be miserable, so they live a really long time before hitting elder, and it's easier to bring them to death for the wilt and revive. But you don't actually wilt. You don't actually kill them. You wait till they get wilted, and just before they're about to die, that's when you hit their needs. Any other questions? Okie dokie. So next, this is transitioning into gardening. One of the things you can actually get one of the mounts you can actually get for free is the pogo stick from that box event, the Ravenwood pogo stick. This one's super free, it just takes regular trumpet vines, one sonic spring, not even a bunch of them, shields for ice, 15 shields for ice, 15 sapphires, some 25 scrap iron, 25 springs, which you can make from scrap iron, 10 leather, and 5 catfish, which you can catch in the commons. This is a really good starter mount for people, but there is a drawback. Recently they updated the recipe, so now you have to be an intermediate crafter to make it. You can't make it as a basic crafter, but if you're already going to Krokotopia to get the Oasis, to get the couch potato spell, then you're going to want to go and get the crafting badge from the Oasis, because then you can craft the pogo stick very easily. I have already made the basic pogo stick, and it's a really fun mount to have, and it's really pretty, and it makes noise, and it jumps around. Really good mount. And if you do that, there's a chance you're going to see the other one, the Digmore pogo stick. This one, I believe, requires a... they might have made them require the same, but this one definitely required an intermediate crafting badge, and it might even be one higher. And it also requires silver trumpet vines, which are harder to get. You can get them from the regular trumpet vines, which is why you want to grow the regular ones, and then once you get enough of the silver ones, you want to grow the silver ones. And silver ones also drop from Waterworks, which I have a whole class on Waterworks next week on Monday, but that's going to be an advanced topic. Okay, so moving right along is mounts that you can get for free. There's quite a few mounts you can get for free, and Heather and Val did not cover them in their video, either because they didn't know or because they wanted to keep it simple. But I want my students to know everything they could possibly know. So we are going to start off by talking about the crafted mounts. In Aquilia, once you do the dungeon, you have the option to craft all the whirlwind mounts permanent. The ice whirlwind, the fire whirlwind, the storm whirlwind, all the whirlwinds, myth, life, death, balance, and they just require a mode of transport, some other basically stuff you're going to already have, perfect reagents which you can get from Celestia, or have someone who has a membership buy them from Celestia and then sell them to you at the bazaar. Some TC, some crudifish, and an ultra plant. And they look really cool because it's just you, it's not a creature or a machine, it's just magic and you're going around on that. And then the other ones you can craft include the pogo sticks, like I just said. And now there's more ways to get mounts than just crafting, and there's with the holiday plants too. The boon tree is something else, because with the boon tree, it gives you a candy cane mount sometimes. And with the boon tree, it's not a permanent one anymore, but you can still have candy cane mounts for up to 7 days, which is not bad if you just want to have something festive for the holidays. The other way is through fishing. Fishing here actually gives you a very slim chance to get the Great Rhinoceros mount, Hornoceros, whatever it's called, and that is a 2-person mount, and it's quite a sizable mount. It's literally very big. If you fish in the botanical garden, you have a very small chance to get the vines, and that may be when it's only in the crown shop, but it does very rarely appear there. And allegedly you can also get the gloomstone vines, although I can't confirm if that's true or not. Another place you can go for fishing is the Acropolis, and that one gives you the Aquilian chariot. I know Abigail over there was successful in getting her Aquilian chariot. The headmaster here was able to get her chariot, and I've gotten 2 chariots from it. So it's a very common place. If you don't have a mount, that's probably the very first place you want to go, is fishing in the Acropolis with the ice lure, and you have a very strong chance of getting a chariot mount that holds a passenger, and it's 40% speed. The next place you want to go is the Polarian Shipwreck, and this, we might double back to this one. This one gives the Battle Narwhal mount. And not to be confused with my Blue Whale, that is a completely different mount. This one holds a passenger. The Narwhal does not. The Narwhal has a horn. But what's great about the Narwhal is while the chance of getting it is very low, it gives you 2 damage. There are mounts that give stat boosts, like if you look at my Crystal Unicorn, you'll notice it gives me 2% accuracy. And then I also have, I don't know if I have it on, yeah I do. So I have my Vulpine Avenger. This one gives 2% armor piercing. And what's great about these is they do work in PvP, and they also work in questing, obviously. So when you're questing, you have that extra little edge, and when you're PvPing, you have that very slim extra edge as well. For stat reasons, or just for the overall look of them, or for practicality. One of my favorite mounts is, I don't know if I have it on this character. One of my favorite mounts, yeah, I don't have it on this character, but one of my favorite mounts in the entire game is the Yuletide Parade Truck. That one is one that's just in the Crown Shop. I think Kestrel has a Yuletide Parade Truck, I don't know if she has it on her. To show the class. Do you have it on you, Kestrel, or should I go and get mine to show them? Show and tell, you mean? I'm gonna go on really quick. It does not take long to switch with the one I can purchase here. And here's that energy gear I was telling you about, the Green Warden's energy gear. Also, I don't know if bringing us a truck in the school is a great idea, but I'm gonna do it for you. So here is my Waddling Witch Hut. This one, as you can see, gives 2% power pip chance. And then I also have my Festive Fox. This one's in the Crown Shop, and this for hot Christmas time, and this one gives 1% armor piercing. So it's not as good as the Vulpine Adventure, but if you can get your hands on the bundle card, it's still really nice to have. So this is probably my favorite mount in the entire game because it's big. I like the big mounts personally. I know a lot of people don't like the big mounts, but I really like the big mounts. And it holds 4 people on the mount. So you get yourself a passenger in the front with you, in the passenger seat, and then it's got room for 2 people in the back. And it's a 40% speed mount. It's not like the Road Warriors Chopper, the Creepy Clown car, or the Marleybone car, which gives a 50% speed boost. This one, like the others I just mentioned, gives a 50% speed boost on with the 40%, so it's slightly faster. Not very much faster, but ever so slightly faster. And you could combine the speed boost with the speed boost of your Boots of the Comet or those other ones that are slower. The Boots of the Slipstream. So you can get some pretty fast speed on this, like you can zip around really quick. And then another one I like is the Bone Dragon. This one you can actually acquire for free during the Lost Pages event. It drops from the bosses in the mirrors of your respective level. So if you're under level 20, you farm Kestrel Blackstorm and Triton Avenue. If you're higher, you farm different bosses for the higher worlds, and there's a small chance, but still a chance, that it will drop a Bone Dragon. So when that event's going, this is a really good way to get a free mount. That looks really cool. So another mount you can get as a drop, actually one sec, I wanted to show you the Cloud Wyvern just so you could see how it's similar to the Bone Dragon. The Wyverns have the same body as the Bone Dragon, but they actually have skin, obviously. And you can get a Ruby Wyvern, and I think maybe the Yellow Wyvern, during PvP tournaments. If you do tournaments and you save your tickets, your arena tickets, the Wyvern costs 9,000 or 10,000 tickets, so you could buy a Wyvern for tickets. It's another way of getting a mount for free, almost. Well, you have to work for it in the tournament, but you don't have to spend real money on it. Another mount that you can earn potentially is the Swift Shadow Wings, and you can get these from fishing in the Darkmoor Manor, as well as the Bat Wings, like Saphira has. Actually, where is she? Oh, she's probably in the principal's office. In her office. You can get the Bat Wings and Swift Shadow Wings, and I think you can get one other one, but I can't remember which one it is. And that's in the Darkmoor Manor, the Bundle House. From Drops Back to Drops is this Tyrannosaurus Rex. This is another one of my favorites, and it holds a passenger. With the passenger mounts, I want to point something out really quickly that some people don't know. If I try to just let you on the mount right now, it won't let you, even though I have you added. The way you get on it is by joining them to a group. And you're already in a group, I would let you demonstrate. But with this one, you just add someone to the group, and then once they're in the group, you can hit X, and then it lets you up. The only unfortunate part about this is they recently updated how the mounts work. So now when you port to a house, if regardless of whether you have the person in a group and on the mount and added, when you port to a house, they fall off the mount. So what used to be a really great option for shuttling is no longer a great option. Now this one, particularly the Tyrannosaurus Rex, is a drop from a boss in Azteca, and if we have time at the end of class, I will show you some different places to farm them. It's you have to do the entirety of the Pyramid Master Chamber, and then once you've done that, you have a chance to use a key, a stone key to be precise. This is a wooden key, to open the dungeon and have a chance at the mount. There are many places that are like that. My death has quite a few of them. I will show you now. So another one you can get from a key boss is a very popular one that I also really like. It is the Mander Palanquin, or Palanquin. I don't know if it's Palanquin or Palanquin. Quinn. So this is from the raw instance in the Hall of Doors, Krakatopia. And what's interesting about this one is the Hall of Doors is technically a free area, even though you have to go through the Oasis to get to it. So if you have a friend that has the Oasis or has a membership, they can take you to the Hall of Doors. and then you can use your keys like that. And Raw requires a wooden key. It's not terribly difficult. You might have a hard time if you're like really low level and there's no high level there doing the hitting or healing. But for the most part, everyone in here should have a fairly easy time doing that regardless of level. And another one that drops from them, I don't know if I have it on this character. Yeah, I don't. He also drops a camel, and he drops several ponies. He drops a chestnut pony, moonlight pony, starshine pony, even that yellow pony from the crown shop, he drops that too. It is called the starshine pony. He drops that as well. So that's a great way to save some money. It's actually preferable to buy the Oasis and farm for the pony than just buy the pony, because that pony is 6,000 crowns, and that money is much better spent elsewhere. Moving on to another type of mount is the Pirate Rowboat. This is from a Stone Key battle, much like the Stone Key battle in Azteca, where it drops the dinosaurs. You have this one, and it's a multi-person mount, and it's a really good looking mount. It's a retexture of the Orca from the Enchanted Fishing bundle, but it's a really good mount, and we use these for our yacht club races. So that's really good to have. It appears Edward had to leave for a moment. And lastly is, where did it go? You know what, that's okay. I have another one on my myth. Don't know where it went. And he's back. Okay, there he goes. Another type of mount that I would like to briefly mention, very, very briefly, are the mounts from Zeke, which you can just buy and they are temporary, and also rental mounts. So I don't know if I have any rental mounts on this character, do I? I do not actually, but when the Spiral Showcase is around, for 500 Spiral Showcase points, you can get the Professor's Horde pack, and in that pack, you have a chance of getting one of the cast symbols as a permanent mount. Most of the time, they're just going to be temporary 1-day ones, 7-day ones, but there is a very small chance that you can get a permanent mount from doing Spiral Showcase. So I think I covered all the basics. There's a few fishing ones and a few drop ones, but all those can be found on the wiki. If you look on the wiki, you can get mounts from fishing and mounts from drops. Let me actually pull that up really quick just to fact check, because I know I missed a couple. And always, if you see something like a mount in the world, if you hit inspect on it, you can then see like where it would drop from. I have one that drops from somewhere. Where did it go? Yes. So class, I would like you to try and use your little magnifying glass to inspect this Tyrannosaurus Rex mount. Just click the magnifying glass and then Tyrannosaurus Rex, and it will show you where it is available from. So can someone please tell me where, oopsie, don't go crazy. So could somebody please tell me, I'm amazed at the quality of this table. Could somebody please tell me where the oh, I guess you can't, there's some piece you just can't contain. Somebody tell me where the Tyrannosaurus Rex mount is available from using the item identifier. You don't need to raise your hands, just type it out. No, you're not gonna run away. Okay, yes. So that is a common problem that a lot of the mounts have. Can you please, like, just stay where you are? Okay, I'm gonna pick him up now. He's gonna cause a bit of a distraction. So with that, when it says available from fishing but it doesn't say where, what you want to do is go to the wiki and then look up the mounts that can be gotten from fishing, and it usually tells you. It's also a safe bet to assume, for the most part, the bundle mounts, like the T-Rex, are available from the respective bundle that they originally came from. So if you just do a quick wiki of the mount and look for its, or a quick Google of the mount and look for its bundle card, you'll see which bundle that it's available from. So the ones that you can get from fishing include the Aquilian chair, which I mentioned earlier, that's a 2-person mount. The Arcane minecart, did not mean to say Minecraft. And this one was included in the Arcane's Builder bundle, and you can obtain this from fishing in the Midday Estate. Then the B-Wings, those are from the Amber Estate fishing chest. The Malorian Dragon, that one's from the Winterwind Tower, although while it does say that, the drop rate is so exceedingly low, I've yet to get one from their mines from the bundle. The Magic Carpet is one of the few exceptions. This one is from the Mega Bundle gift set, and the mount is fishing from the Nomad's Camp, which is from an entirely different set. So that would be the Nomad's Camp to fish for the Magic Carpet. The Swift Shadow Wings are from the Darkmoor Manor, and they may be from somewhere else. Yes, Darkmoor Manor, and they're also dropped as temporary mounts by many different places. Then there is the Feathered Raptor. This one is obtainable from fishing chest in the Serpentine Escape. Then there is the Celestial Wolf and the Camel. Camel is from fishing in the Nomad's Camp, and the Celestial Wolf is from fishing in the Botanical Garden. The Batwing mounts, that's from Darkmoor Manor, and the Battle Narwhal is from the Polarian Shipwreck, and that one gives 2% damage boost. Oh, and of course there's the Tyrannosaurus Rex, which is available from fishing in the Pyramid of the Lost Horizon. Any questions? I think I covered everything pretty good. Next we move on to drop mounts. I'm going to briefly go over all of them. Since the video that they've done, they've added 2 new ones that drop, and those would include the Dragon Wings, which are in my shared bank. The Dragon Wings drop from, I'll be right back, I'm gonna get that to show you. The Dragon Wings, I will put those down so you could inspect those and see where those drop from. Oh, I did have a cast symbol on this character. So these are the Dragon Wings, and they drop from 2 different places as well as a pack. But I'm going to put them down so you can inspect them and see where they drop from for yourself, because learning is best when you do. So I'm going to put these down, and you will use the magnifying glass to inspect them and see where it is they initially come from. So who wants to tell me where they come from? Kestrel, Eddie, Tasty, any of you? Very good. So these drop from Macbeth and the Playhouse. And I don't know if it depends on your tier level, but depending on your tier, you have a better chance of getting them. I was in the legendary bracket when I got mine. And I'm told they drop from different brackets as well. And then another one that you have a chance of getting is the Storm Rider hair. This one drops from bosses in various places. He drops from the Jade Oni in Mushu. Okay, don't run away. Oh, almost ran away from me. He drops from the Jade Oni in Mushu. And he also drops from various other bosses. I think he drops from Nightshade. And he drops during Easter time. By the way, obviously he drops during Easter time because he's like a rainbow bunny. And he is not to be confused with the prismatic hair. The Storm Rider hair is completely different. Hello, Alpha! We were just talking over mounts you can get. So, yeah, these are 2 mounts you can... Huh? My ports are off? No, they're not.
What?
We were just talking about various...
Sorry, I wasn't trying to talk over you.
No, it's fine, it's fine. So,
I was saying, unfortunately, I haven't played the game in a while, so the only mounts I know are just what's in the Crown Shop.
No, do not buy Crown Shop mounts unless it's one that we do not cover in the class here. Because for the most part, all these mounts, you can get, like the fairy wings, you can get those for free. And you can get the ponies for free, the brooms are free, the rams for free, the crocodile for free. It's really only the newer ones you can't get for free. I don't think you can get the Celestial Pantera for free. I don't think you can get the Chocolate Mousse for free. I don't think you can get any of these new ones for free. But the older ones you can get for free. Any questions? Okay, and one other thing I forgot to mention is the fairy wings. The fairy wings drop from the Avalon box. I believe it's the Avalon one. The one that has a young Master Drake and a young Cyrus and a young Sylvia back when she was alive. And if you fight Sylvia and Lore Master as well, there is a chance that both of them will give you either the orange fairy wings or the blue fairy wings. And then in Wizard City, for a much easier fight, in Crab Alley, the Spirit of Ignorance, which is a stone key, he's a stone key, right? He's not a wooden key? He's either a wooden key or a stone key, and he drops the purple fairy wings. So a list of mounts that drop are included as... these are mounts you don't want to buy from the Crown Shop. The Other Cloud, the Elfin, the Ancient Koi, the Ankylosaurus, the Krakosphinx, the Arceus Cloud, the Roach, Balance Whirlwind, all the Whirlwinds, Batwings, Bengal Tiger, Black Stallion, Candy Cane, Dragons, Fairy Wings, Kirins, Bone Dragon, Wargs, Brune Ram, Camel, cast symbols, obviously. Gummy Bunny, that drops? Okay, so apparently the Gummy Bunny drops from that new Marshmallow guy. I haven't seen him. This is like brand new. The Stay Puffed Marshmallow. He drops the Gummy Bunny. Did not know that. He drops a permanent casual Gummy Bunny, a permanent Oh, he does drop the Chocolate Mousse permanent. He drops the Chocolate Mousse permanent, the fancy Gummy Bunny, and the formal Gummy Bunny. That's all 3 Gummy Bunnies. That is so cool. I did not know that. Spirit of Ignorance is a wooden key, thank you. Points to them. The Night Flame Pegasus, the Enchanted Broom, Faithful Dragoness, Gummy Bunnies, Feathered Raptor, Dragon Wings, Pogo Sticks, Whirlwind, Red Wing, Crocodile, Chestnut Pony, Gummy Bunny, Whirlwind, Gummy Bunny, Frostfang Tiger, the Gobbler drops? I didn't know that. From Corporal Tennyson, I didn't know that either. That's just another reason to fight him, although he's a pretty tough guy to fight. He has a lot of very scary storm spells, like Lord of the Squall, Mermaids, Sirens, I meant to say, Rishoko's Wrath. Okay, he's a tough cookie, but he apparently drops a Gobbler permanent. Frostfang Tiger. The Gold Karens, all the Karens. The Karens are from I think it's a Wooden Key boss near the end of the last dungeon in Kemblong Village. Candy Canes, like I said, the Wargs, Himalayan Yaks, Hippogriffs, Horn Sweeper. The Himalayan Yak drops from... It is Wooden Key, yes. So the Yak drops from Omen, and Omen also drops several mounts, so it might be worth your time to get together a team for Omen, because he drops lots of pets, he drops lots of seeds. Well, he actually drops 3 seeds, but they're all really good seeds. He drops pretty good gear, and he drops the Winter Glide skates, which are from the Yuletide pack permanent. He drops the Winter Trent, which is the Christmas tree. He drops the White Stag from the Crown Shop. He drops the Owl from the Crown Shop. He drops the Snow Ram from the Crown Shop. He drops these pigeon wings called the Lithium wings and the Frostwing Tiger. So he drops a lot of permanent mounts. He drops 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 permanent mounts. So definitely worth your time to get a good team together for him. He's really tough if you need a strategy. Maybe the week after next week I'll have a class put together on how to successfully fight Omen. But most of you are high level in here, so that shouldn't be a problem. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 high levels and 1, 2, 3, 4 low levels. So I guess the class is pretty split on the levels. But if you're under level 60, don't even try it. Don't even try to get level 60. I tried it at level 60 with the completely max level team. Got absolutely destroyed. It is a real rough battle. You need to be able to tank hits, and unfortunately, a Polymorph Trent is not going to help you. Neither will the Polymorph Jaguar. Continuing on the list of mounts that you should never pay for because they drop: the Jeweled Scarab, the Jaguar, Horn Sweeper, Hippogriff, the wings, like I just told you about, the Mini Mammoth, the Mander Palanquin, Manta Ray Moonlight Pony, the Muslin Armadillo, Whirlwinds, Night Flame Pegasus, Fairy Wings, like I said, Ostrich, Panther, Pirate Rowboat, Fairy Wings, Purple Glider, got something in my eye, the Red Candy Cane Renaissance Wings, the Rock Mount, Royal Lioness, Rugged Seahorse, Sea Turtle, Seraph Wings, the other Crocosphinx, Silver Karen, Skyridge, if that is a Snappy Lobster. Snappy Lobster drops. Oh, okay, the Snappy Lobster drops, but it's not a permanent drop. Snappy Lobster. I would actually like to disagree with this list. Since the Snappy Lobster doesn't drop a permanent version, if you have the opportunity to get the permanent version of the Snappy Lobster via a code for sale on Discord or in the Crown Shop on a throwback sale, I would kind of recommend jumping for the Snappy Lobster, because the Snappy Lobsters are a really unique crustacean mount that not a lot of people have, and it's really unique looking. It's kind of an amphibious mount, so you don't have to actually invest in an underwater mount, and it makes a pretty sound when it runs. Listen to it run around. I just love this mount. This is such a cute mount. I know it's kind of expensive, but I think it's worth it. I guess that's just up to you. It doesn't really do anything. It's just kind of a status symbol of the OG players and players that are really cool. And it has a really cool swim animation too. So you can be the judge if you want to buy the Snappy Lobster or not. I personally think it's really cool. But one of my friends said that they don't think it's worth the amount of money they were charging for it. Continuing on the list of drop mounts is the Snow Ram, Cracker Sphinx, Sprightly Seahorse, Starlight Pony, Sunshine Pony, Starshine Pony, Starlight Pony, the Whirlwind, the Storm Rider Hare, the Sunshine Pony, the Swift Griffin, the Swift Shark, Swift Shadow Wings, Tanglewood Stalker, that's from the Tanglewood Terror Gauntlet, Tawny Ram, Triceratops, Tyrannosaurus Rex, the White Mare, White Stag, the White Striped Tiger from the Battle of the Bands Gauntlet, the Winter Trends, which we already mentioned, and the Winter Glide Skates. And of course the Ravenwood Pogo Stick, which you can also craft. So the Scarab, that drops from Isaac's Cursewing, and he is from, I believe, that, yes, he is from the Stone Key boss in the Pyramid of something, what was it called? He's in 3 points, I forget the name what that's called. Pyramid of the Sun Master Chamber, yes. So he is from 3 points, and he drops the Ankylosaurus, the Arceus Cloud, Crocodile, Feather Raptor, Gold Raw Eagle, Jeweled Scarab, Triceratops, and Tyrannosaurus Rex, all permanent versions of the mounts. So he drops 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mounts as well. So I think he's worth buying 3 points to farm him. Because for a Stone Key, you can potentially walk away with 6 mounts, and he's not particularly threatening. His strongest spell is probably Triton or Thunderbird. He can do Tempest, but he probably won't be doing much damage to that because the AI isn't very smart and they just use Tempest when you have no pips. The other one is the Mammoth Mini, and he's dropped from Warlord Minak and Polaris. Now this one I don't think is really worth buying the area just for him because he only drops 1 permanent mount, the Mammoth Mini. But he also drops energy jewels and a lot of crown plants. He drops couch potatoes, so if you really wanted to go for couch potatoes, you can go for couch potatoes while trying to get this mount, but I would not recommend buying him. And then raw, he drops the Camel Permanent, Crocodile, Mandarin Pound Queen, Moonlight Pony, Starlight Pony, Starshine Pony, and Sunshine Pony. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 permanent mounts you could potentially win for a win key in a very easy battle. And then lastly is the little armadillo from the new... Hello, welcome to class. Is the Muslin Armadillo from the N Bison.
So am I too late to this? Should I leave? Or...
Let me see.
My volume was muted. I feel stupid. Okay, what did you say?
You are not late to the class. If you would like, please send me a TFC, and I will let you come to the class. We're just wrapping up with the what mounts are free and which mounts you should not buy, and we already covered the guardian portion, but I have a recording of this class you can watch back, and you are not too late for the live demonstration.
Okay. So I should probably mute myself. I'm not sure.
You can if you want to, but just be quiet unless I talk to you, and that's fine too. I do encourage questions, and if you have knowledge that I miss or an opposing opinion, I would not mind hearing about that. So,
There is one mount I am curious about getting, and that's the Celestial Wolf. I know there's a way to get it without the bundle.
yes, if you have the botanical garden, or a friend has the botanical garden, you can fish in the botanical garden and potentially get the wolf from fishing. I have a whole video on how to get the code wands, and basically everything I cover in the code wand video, it can apply to mount fishing as well. I
Okay,
have a botanical
so-
garden if you would like to fish there, and the botanical garden is currently available for Throwback Weekend. If you would like to buy the botanical garden, I strongly encourage that, and you can fish there and get the wolf and the pet to go with it. Were you going to say something else?
The only other question I have is when do you get the Bayou chest spell for fishing? Because I haven't gotten there yet.
The buoy chest spell is the final spell you get from fishing, and you have to go all the way to the very end of your fishing quest line. So you pick up the quest for the beginning of it and the commons from that lucky hook line, and then he sends you to Grizzleheim, and then you go back, and then he sends you to Dragonspire, I believe, and then he sends you to Mushu, and then he sends you to, I believe, Azteca. And when you get to the very end of your fishing quest line, you automatically get the buoy chest fishing spell.
Alright.
Any other questions?
Oh, one second.
Okie dokie. So I think that's all the mounts that you can get for free. If I didn't name it on this list, it's probably not free and you might have to buy it. But that's a pretty fair amount of mounts to not have to buy. The rock also drops from the Metalos and the Iron Sultan, and the Time Butterfly apparently drops the rock mount too. That's the little two-headed bird mount that gives you, I believe, Power Pip chance. And let me check. It might not be Power Pip. It might be damage. I can't remember. That one, where is it? It's not telling me. I don't see if it gives a stat boost. Okay, it does. It gives you 3% Power Pip chance. That's better than my Wildling Witch Hut. And then the Storm Rider hair. And the Swift Griffin, that drops from Nosferabbit, the Halloween boss, and sometimes Lord Nightshade. So yeah, that's all of the mounts that you can get for free. Now, we are going to be doing a live demonstration to hopefully get the ball rolling. So I have a key over here, and I would also encourage all of you to have keys. We're going to form 2 different groups. We have 8 students here. Oh, we have 8 students. Oh, I completely forgot that. Thank you, person in the back. Tabitha. So in the Crown Shop, you can get various mounts for free with gold. And if you go down to the pony, the Black Stallion, or the Enchanted Broom, just switch it from crowns to gold. And you can see that you can get the Chestnut Pony, the Black Stallion, the Blue Dragon, the Enchanted Broom, the Horned Sweeper, the Proud Lion, the Royal Lioness, the Bengal Tiger, and did they remove the Red Wing from the Crown Shop?
Red Ring has been removed.
Oh, that's too bad. I had no idea. That really sucks. I would have bought more if I had known. But you could have bought the Red Wing. When the Red Wing comes back, it is worth noting with the Faithful Dragoness that when that returned to the Crown Shop, some people were able to get it for gold, but right when I was about to buy mine, it went from being gold to not gold, that really sucks. it had an error message like error transaction was not successful. I have a picture of it because I thought that was really weird. I think it's on this character. Let me quickly look. Let me think. Yeah, the Faithful Fight, I don't have the picture right now, but I'll post it after class. The Faithful Dragoness, that one you were able to buy for gold, but it immediately updated to being not gold. So you had to pay crowns for it. So if you're fast enough when they do a throwback server, you might be able to get the red wing for gold, but they're probably going to change it to be crowns like the Faithful Dragoness. And with the purple glider, that one is also, it's a seasonal map. The purple glider comes on Halloween sometimes. And that one you can too get for gold. It's about 75,000 G. So I think I've covered everything to know about mounts and a little bit of gardening. I don't have any questions. No questions.
Well, I wasn't here for the first half of the mounts, but I know a lot of the fishing mounts. The only one I was curious about was the Malorian Dragon and the Dark Wings, I think they're called.
It's actually in the Winterwind Tower, and I have one currently on the castle towers if you would like to fish for it there. There's a fishing area in the back, it's like a little secret fishing area. I was unfortunately never able to get it, but I got lots of couch potatoes from there. And I was using Buoy Chest, Restock Pond. So, now it is time for a live demonstration. So not even slightly, just final harvest it and go buy some more stinkweed. Because you can just buy as much of that as you want, and with the money you're getting from the TC it gives you, you might as well just harvest it, and you might even get the seed back anyway. But if not, just go buy some more. It's not that expensive. It's only like, I think it's only 200 gold. 600 gold, that's not very much. Oh, that's a clever idea. If you want to wilt and revive something really quickly, you could plant stinkweed next to it. That's a clever idea. Gold stars for you, Christina. Are there any other questions? Okay, so we have an odd number of students here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 students, and one person has to sit out. Are there anyone who has to go soon? I think Eddie might be AFK. Eddie, are you AFK? Eddie, are you AFK? Kiana, are you AFK?
Ma'am.
Okay, there she is. Okay.
I'm right here, but I need to go.
Okay, so Kiana, do you mind sitting out in?
Refills.
So do you mind sitting out in the advanced demonstration?
I need to make some calls and to refills.
So you don't
That's
mind if we
what I
leave you
see.
behind in the demonstration?
Go ahead. I gotta go.
Alright, say thank you to Kiana, everyone, for volunteering to be the one that sits out. Thank you, Kiana. Kestrel.
Have a good day, everyone.
Okay, so with that, I would like Abby, if you could come to the front of the class and put a little teacher's aid and stand on this side, and then I will stand on this side. So, we have an advanced group with Abby and a novice group with me. So if you're under level 60, please come and stand next to me. If you are over level 60, please go and stand next to Abigail. And then we will do I will be taking the low levels to do the raw battle and the Oasis, and she'll be taking the high levels to do Omen, Strongbird, in the River of Frozen Tears. And even if you do not have do you not want to go, Edward? Woohoo! Edward! I like your flute. I just got one of mine. Okay, so it seems a few people are AFK, but that's fine. I'm going to end. I really wanted to show someone getting a drop from it, though. You know what? Alpha, is that you? Alpha, who is that? Alpha or Yuki?
No, that's me.
Okay.
I'm Valcor. I'm not even at the area yet because I don't know what to be.
I was just saying.
What level are the two of you guys? Wait, where is what? Who?
Where is everyone at?
We are currently in the Kestrel Academy. Do you need a TFC? Oh, we should have waited until Tuesdays here. I mean, until Kestrel.
Yeah, I probably do because I don't have
Okay.
anyone at it.
Okay, let me quickly. Okay, we could do that. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Let me quickly switch to someone who has one of their friends. Let's import back. Are you Luke?
Am I who?
Are you Luke? I see someone on my list I've never seen before.
No, I'm Valcor. I'm sitting in Cyclops right now.
Hello, it's me. Okay, I'm gonna give you some TFC now. So the first true friend code is VR, so VR twice.
Okay.
MK, like MK guns, and then 08. That might be a 08.
There you go.
And then port to me, please.
I gotta load everything.
And then I have one more code for whoever didn't get that one. So this code is LI, or possibly L1, MOSLIK, and that might be, again, that might be a 1. They really should have chose a different font for this, so the I's didn't look like 1s, and the O's didn't look like 0s. It's really hard to tell. And then once you get that, we will go down to the kiosk, and I will create a request to team up for you guys. If you have any wooden keys, please go and collect them. They will be very useful in this session, because if not, I only have one key. Oh, that's what I want to talk about, keys. So keys come from many different places, and when you're collecting mounts, you want to have lots of keys. Nightshade drops keys, and you probably want to be farming him anyway for the gear he drops. And the Kraken drops wooden keys, and all the bosses like General Achilles, Prince Alakane, and I want to say that guy in Gobblestone Castle, all of them drop wooden keys which you can use to farm raw Kirins in Kimblong Village, and the Spirit of Ignorance, I believe, uses a wooden key. So wooden keys are very useful for getting permanent mounts, and you can, in fact, collect them from free bosses and So you can get a mount entirely free. It just takes a bit of practice in getting the system going. I also wanted to mention one other thing. Rental mounts. A lot of rental mounts that aren't available for gold to buy permanently, you can actually buy them as 7-day rental mounts. So the sea turtle you can buy for 20,000 gold for 7 days, and the red wing you can buy for 7 days for 30,000 gold, and the swift shadow wings for 10,000 gold, the seraph wings for 7 days, the swift shark for 20,000 gold. So you can get rental mounts just for the look of them too. Alpha, did you get that true friend code?
What?
I gave you a true friend code. Here, I'll type it out for you.
Well, I'm not in the game, remember?
Oh, I thought you were coming in. Aren't you coming in?
No, I was telling you that I'm playing Fallout 4.
Okay, suit yourself, but you're gonna miss out on the opportunity to get a mount. I think you should come.
Pretty certain we can do this stuff practically at any point in time.
We can, but it won't be during class, and I won't have keys left to take you.
Well, it's not like any of my characters are high enough level.
Oh, it's perfectly alright. I'm more than capable of carrying a deadweight team. I just basically want to get you a free mount.
Okay, seriously, that's kind of uncalled for.
Uncalled for, but it's definitely the truth.
Yeah, you're
What are
basically
you?
calling me dead weight since I haven't played in a few months since I've had other projects I've been working on.
That's perfectly understandable, and I wasn't saying that I have any problem with you being a deadweight player. I'm simply stating the fact that I am more than capable of carrying a deadweight team.
I understand that. It's just I had an issue with friend the other day, and they've been really being an asshole to me. So I've more or less just been trying to relax.
Okay, so we're going to do one raw one first, and then if we have high-level wizards with us at the end, we're going to be doing a low-level version. So why don't we have Edward, Volcor, myself, and then Alpha all come to the chaos, and then everyone else, you can go with Tasty. Sound good? So we have 2 groups. Edward. Mr. Banana.
He did say be right back in the chat.
Oh, okay then. Okay, so my group come with me, Tasty's group go with her. So follow me, please. Does everyone in the group have membership? I'm assuming that Alpha does not have a membership, but that is perfectly okay because we can use the kiosk.
I usually buy new air.
Is this
that's
the
perfect.
character you said that had the botanical gardens?
My myth has the botanical garden, but the character I added you on does not. I could take you there right now, though, if you would like.
No, I'll do it later. I've still got to do all my fishing quests.
Okay. Hall monitors, can you, give me some space here?
Yeah, that actually reminds me, I actually got to work on getting my characters moved out of Wizard City.
Oh, it's perfectly alright, even if you're under... Even if you're much under level, you can still come with us and do the raw battle. It's only the advanced levels doing the almond battle.
Well, like I
So, yeah.
said, we could do this like at any point in time when you have free time.
Well, I have free time now, and I won't
No.
have free keys later.
Like you said, Ed can easily get wooden keys from some fortress fight or whatever.
Kraken, Nightshade, and all the bosses, but I don't think you have access to any of them except possibly the Kraken.
I do have access to the Kraken.
Okay,
Since
and that
everybody
should...
is usually trying to kill it and let every day. Every
It doesn't matter.
minute.
It doesn't matter. As long as you get in the fight, it does not matter if you contribute at all. You will still get the same amount of drops as everyone else.
So how often do these wooden keys drop?
They're rare.
They're not that rare though. They're not common, but they're not rare. They're like kind of in between. Like you could do it like 50 times
They're
and maybe
basically
get 2
mid-range.
keys. Mid-range, yes. So they're not common, but they're not rare. They're just kind of uncommon, but not super uncommon. If you do it 100 times, you'll get like 2 keys.
So
Possibly
in
more.
total, 50 times per key.
Give or take. You might get more if you're really lucky. You might get less if you're really unlucky. It's not super rare, but I found that if you go to higher level bosses like Nightshade, General Achilles, or bosses in Krakatopia, they're more likely to give you keys than the low level bosses.
Nightshade, I forget. That's that one female sorceress that's been premiered in the TV commercial trailers, right?
Am I joining this current skeleton key that's up, or
Yes, you are. We're just waiting for we're waiting for Edward to get back, and we're waiting for Alpha to get in.
the Fathomless Tomb?
Fathomless Tomb. I mean, do you want to do that one? That one does it too. That's not the right one, but we can do that if you want.
I'm up for whatever. I don't really.
I don't know what that one drops though, and I think it's really hard.
That one's gone. Too many people.
Okay, alright, it's fine. What we're going to be doing is raw, and we're using the kiosk because I want to showcase that you can use the kiosk to join battles in the areas you don't own, even if you don't own them, because the actual instance is free in most cases where the world itself is not. For example, the Hall of Doors in Krakatopia is free, even though Krakatopia and the Oasis are not. So we have a full group here. We're just waiting on Edward and Alpha.
Well, that's just it.
Eddie.
Apparently, we're just waiting on Edward because Alpha's apparently not coming.
Are you not?
Well, that's because I'm pretty certain if I went to any of these areas, it's gonna immediately demand and I pay out crowns.
No. It's completely free. What I'm doing this in a totally 100% free way, so you can get the mounts for free. If you required a membership, that would not be free mounts. That would be membership mounts. So we're going to use the kiosk in the school, and it will bypass needing the membership to get to the area that we're going. So we're just waiting on you, bud.
Well, the fact is, I don't even know yet what character I'm going to run.
Either way, it's completely fine. Please just come to class.
Yeah, I literally laid in bed watching Disney Plus for hours on end until morning.
Do you like Disney Plus? I heard mixed things about it.
It's all right. I mean, don't go telling anybody, but it's actually not even my account. A friend of mine was kind enough to give me access to her account, since after a little research and looking, it didn't require her giving me any password or email like it does with Netflix. Simply all I gotta do is just tell her to pull open the app on her phone. I put my TV in onto the thing and then tell her the code. And then my TV is registered to her Netflix.
You know what? You should honestly teach a class. That's great advice. And I think anyone who's actually
Well, the
not
fact is
paying
we're
for
doing
their
this.
own Netflix is rare.
Well, the thing is we're doing this on the hush-hush side because her mother's a freaking paranoid freak. We've actually been trying to get a YouTube channel going, and we did come upon somebody, but her mother's basically all, yeah, you don't know who this person is, don't trust them, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, my mother was the same way. Both my parents. I
Yeah,
remember when
and like,
Daddy put iron bars on my
literally,
windows so I couldn't sneak out at night.
well, that's the thing. I had to set up basically a guest account, so if her mother asks, she's just gonna say, oh yeah, I made it so that if anybody's over, I don't have to worry about, losing my place on a show or whatever. Basically, hiding in plain sight.
You really should teach a class. But I don't think anyone
What, on
actually pays for their own
What, on
Netflix. I think,
I was about to say, what, on life hacks?
yep, life hacks and how to be sneaky.
Well,
Well,
I
I
can
doubt
actually tell
anyone could be more.
you this much. Oh, I could doubt that. If you're like me and you like to collect figures, like action figures, best way to basically go about that. If you don't want somebody, well, here's the thing. If you don't want somebody to know, then you take a backpack with you. And if somebody asks why you're taking a backpack with you, use these two simple options. One, the backpack has a absorbent pad in the lining pressed up against your back. And it's a hot day, so you want to absorb most of the sweat. The second, you don't have a damn pocket to where you can put a water bottle. Because I always take a bottle of water or a bottle of tea with me when I walk. And the general size of the backpack usually hides the figure. Next thing, make sure nobody ever sees the receipt. Or tuck it away in a drawer, or throw it in the garbage if you don't want to have to deal with a return policy. Also, it helps to buy things in like the $24, $25 range. Pretty ingenious, huh?
Yeah, it isn't very clever. I thought you meant like for when your friends come over to your house, like how you like hide them all really fast.
Well, the other important thing is if it's a sizable package you want to have, and you live with people who question everything you do, basically steer the conversation away from the contents of your backpack or carrying bag. But don't make it too obvious.
You know what I started doing? I have roommates, and I like to sometimes I go Christmas shopping. Like they're always like immediately looking at what I brought home. So what I'll do is I'll just like throw the package in the bush, and then I'll come in with like a different package. And then when they look away, then I'll go back with the package at like 3 in the morning, and then they won't even notice. You just have to be careful because possums will get it before you. Possums are the enemies. I really hate possums. No, I don't. I love possums, but I don't like how possums always tear up my stuff like raccoons.
That actually reminds me. It's actually proven fact, possums won't bite people. My mom's always convinced they will. But literally, I've seen guys literally wearing like gardening gloves. They got a possum, they stick their hand in the thing's mouth. All it does is sit there with its mouth wide open, hissing at them, with a couple fingers practically down its gullet.
Because they don't have enough jaw force.
Yeah, and yet my mom said, oh, oh, they'll bite you when they got rabies and such. It's like,
That's actually factually
okay,
incorrect.
first off,
Possums have a blood temperature is too low, so they can actually not catch rabies because they're too cold-blooded.
exactly. Hell,
They
some
also can
people, even like country folk, have the right idea of having them as pets.
they can
They
also
can,
eat ticks, which carry Lyme disease, and they can also eat
they
dead
also,
things, which
they also
carry
eat
diseases.
rats.
Yes, they do.
They also eat rats, so
Which have a whole plethora of diseases when they're in the wild.
yeah. And yet a possum is still fine. No, I keep trying to convince my mom on that, but it's like, no, that's false.
Ugh, mothers just need to learn to adapt. Are you almost in? We're waiting on you.
Trust me. I actually was having an argument once with a buddy over on PlayStation. This guy's like an old war vet. He's in a wheelchair and everything, has breathing issues. And the fact is, we were in an argument over there's no way in hell a gun can shoot around a corner. Well, somebody actually made a gun that can bend. And so you can literally shoot from the safety of around a corner.
Are you almost in? We're waiting on you.
It takes a second.
Okay. This is the Join a Team kiosk, and if you hit X
Oh,
on it or click
okay.
it, you can then. Oh, I
Okay,
don't know if
so
you're high enough
you-
level.
Yeah,
Do you have an?
I'm level 10.
Do you have the option to click the swirly next to the tree?
What?
There should be a Wizard City and
swirly?
key battles. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's two options, Wizard City and Skeleton Keys.
Okay, perfect. That's exactly what you needed to
Yeah.
have. That's exactly right.
Well,
So,
I'm trying to
there are two.
refresh, but
I didn't start it
not
yet. I
doing
didn't start it because I didn't start it yet. I am going to go to the Hall of Doors and request a team up, and then you will join when I tell you to, okay?
yeah.
I suppose I'll just have to random the last spot because my class is being disruptive.
It's fine.
There was a big scheduling error, that's what happened. Normally, I do my classes in the afternoon, but one of my students told me it was way too early for him to come to class in the afternoon, so I thought, okay, well, I'll just push it back till like after school, and I'll do it at like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. But then I pushed it back to 4 o'clock, and they still didn't show up because they still have class. They have extracurricular activities like after school, like football and Lower City and stuff.
So you've been doing this for a while now?
Since the school or Wizard 101 in general?
So why is it that you only just now messaged me about this stuff?
Because I knew you'd benefit from this class, unlike the other classes that were more geared towards advanced stuff.
Well, like I said, I've just been in between on literally doing things.
Okie dokie. Here we go. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, so I'm requesting the team up right now. You ready? Get ready to hit refresh.
Yeah.
Okay, refresh.
Yeah, I think I got Skeleton Key, right?
Eddie, quick! Eddie, quick! Eddie, quick! Eddie, quick! I think Eddie got
Hold
left
on.
behind.
That is gonna. Okay, fine. Retry. Jeez.
There you are.
Alright.
Sorry, Edward. Well, we got 2 randoms. Eddie, are you okay with that? Well, Eddie wasn't really paying attention anyway. Okay, does anyone have keys?
Unfortunately, I don't think I've ever gotten a key.
Okay, here we go. This is my last key. And we go in. You first.
So, this is basically what? A dungeon?
Okay, Angela, I want you to
sorry.
go first.
Sorry, guys.
You
I was
run in
trying to
first?
read the context since I've not been here before. So, yeah, I just wanted to see what this guy had to say.
Oh, it's fine, it's fine. Thank you. Whenever you're ready, go on in.
Okay, I'm already in here, so you want me to what? Rush him?
Yeah, I want you to take. Okay.
Alright.
And this has the option to drop 7 permanent mounts. Is Alex going to hit? Alex is probably going to one-shot. These guys both have shadow magic and they're doing this dungeon.
Eesh. I think I'll pass for this turn and then try to use a lightning bat.
I don't think that will be necessary. I think this will be the end of it right now. Because Kyle hit and I both hit, and that should get everyone in one shot.
Why? Because you guys are using those area effect cards?
He is, and I'm using a really powerful hitting spell.
Huh. Didn't expect that.
Oops, I guess I can't do that. I thought if I used my Rat Illusionist it would change the bubble, but I guess not. Okay, Alex, it's all on you.
Alright.
I don't think you'll need your lightning bats.
Eh,
I mean, you can. You might.
better to do something than nothing.
Okay, what you got? Cross your fingers.
Okay, let's see what I got. I got a level 20 outfit, level 21 solar spike staff of Anubis, Copian bed, and a Crocopot Pro. Basically, I got an Egyptian croc treasure card. And Ra Zenith raiment.
The mount that Kyle got to show the class. I've seen it before, but I want to show the class.
In the room or something?
There he is. Okay. So
I don't
this
know where you
is
guys
the.
are since.
Alright, quiet for one moment, please. This is the Starlight Pony. As you can see, it drops from the Ra. Ra does drop several pony mounts, as well as the
Oh,
Paladin
you gotta
Queen
be kidding me.
and the camel. It's a very pretty mount.
Wait, am I supposed to go completely back through to the other door that doesn't have
Hold
a
on,
floating
please,
skull
one
on it?
moment. And you can see the mounts do drop from that. That was my last wooden key, so I think this will conclude today's lesson plan. I hope everyone has learned something, and I shall see you through the screen at my next class. I will be doing a waterworks guide. So until then, I shall see you through the screen. Ta-da!